The tide is high on today's Local Connection.
Join us as we discover life on the West Coast waters from right here on shore.
On today's show, Gaining Momentum, we get you quickly from point A to point B through ziplining.
Also, a passion for fashion. We go behind the scenes at Vancouver Fashion Week.
And it's all the buzz. We get creative at the annual Honeybee Festival.
See all this and more right now on Local Connection.
Hello and welcome to Local Connection, a show about the places and people that make living on the West Coast so good. I'm Joanne Lohr.
And I'm Clayton Timko. Today we're at the Vancouver Maritime Museum, where for over 50 years, visitors have been coming here to learn about the art, culture, and history of Canada's Pacific Rim. So what is it like getting around by boat? Well, here at the museum, there's many exhibits that help to answer that question. And coming up a little bit later in the show, we'll learn more about the latest attraction here that's got a lot of people talking.
But first, we go from getting around on boat to getting around on a pulley suspended by a single cable. Reporter Sarah Hudson takes us to Grouse Mountain for ziplining.
So here we are at the base of Grouse Mountain, and we're going to do some ziplining today. But before we do that, we have to get up to the top of Grouse Mountain, and we're going to do the grind. Are you ready to go? You said you would. All right, so I guess we have to go and do the gondola. Let's go to the gondola. On October 12, 1894, a group of hikers climbed an unnamed peak on Vancouver's North Shore. Along the way, they hunted the blue grouse, and from that, they named the hill Grouse Mountain. By 1910, thousands of outdoor enthusiasts were coming annually to climb the majestic mountain. It wasn't until 1925 that a bridge was constructed across the Second Narrows. By 1927, a chalet and road were constructed. The world's first double chairlift was built on Grouse in 1949, which replaced the 2 to 3 hour hike for skiers from the bus stop to the base. Grouse Mountain continued to reinvent itself by building their first tramway in 1966. Grouse Mountain has continued to adapt. Sarah Lusk tells us more about these attractions, making Grouse Mountain a worldwide destination.
There's lots to do at Grouse Mountain depending on your tastes. If you love heights, love adrenaline, I'd try the mountaintop zip lines, paragliding, and helicopter tours. If you're more low-key, I'd definitely check out our world-famous lumberjack show. Lots of fun, super Canadiana, and our birds of motion demonstrations are great. You get to see a lot of birds of prey up close that you wouldn't otherwise get to see. Here at Grouse Mountain, we have a refuge for endangered wildlife with some residents, including Grinder and Kula, who are 2 grizzly bears. They're orphans. They've been here for over 11 years. One was found in Invermere and the other one was found near Bella Coola. We also have 3 timber wolves that are at the base, which people can check out, and they're retired movie actors. The Eye of the Wind opened here during the Olympics in 2010, and it is the world's only wind turbine that is accessible by an elevator and that has a view pod at the top. So it's a great view, not only for those that aren't from Vancouver, but those that are from here, because it allows you to see into the backcountry, which is something unique that a lot of people in the city don't get to see. And it's also sustainable. It powers about 25% of what we use here electricity-wise at Grouse Mountain every year.
So here are the harnesses that you have to wear when you're going on the zip line. And feels like I have a big wedgie. So here we are, we're just about to go on the zip line. This is the first one. Here we go.
So yeah, when you're actually out there, feel free to do whatever you like. You're not going anywhere. All right, ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1, see ya!
Oh boy!
With this line, we also have a mandatory flying position. It's called the screaming starfish. It looks like this. You have your legs out, arms out, and you scream really loudly to freak out the people who gather down below there. But the views out here, once you get past those trees and you look out left, you'll just see forever.
Line number 4. There aren't too many places in the world a person can soar through old-growth rainforest at almost 80 kilometers an hour looking at such spectacular views. How did I feel about my day of ziplining? Oh, that was fun.
Thanks, Sarah. That looks like a lot of fun.
Clayton, I can't hear you.
I said, Joanne, that looks like a lot of fun, like right here at the Maritime Museum.
Well, from reaching top speeds up above peaks and canyons, from reaching top speeds up in the air, our daredevil reporter, Maria Rozo, gets a taste of death-defying acrobatic maneuvers at the Abbotsford Air Show.
I'm going back in here.
Airplanes, airplanes, and more airplanes. Right now I'm here at the Abbotsford International Airport, and I'm getting a sneak peek of what's to come for the Abbotsford Air Show during the weekend. And it has grown and evolved over the 5 decades. But this year, I get to ride in one of these babies. Yeah, baby.
The Abbotsford Air Show consists of a number of many different performers. If you include the Canadian Forces Snowbirds and F-18s, the parachute team the Skyhawks, the US Force Thunderbirds, and the aerobatics biplanes such as the Red Eagle Air Sports team, which I will get a chance to experience.
Hello, I'm here with Billy. He's one of the pilots for the Aerobatics Air Show team, Red Eagle. So, Billy, what are we gonna do today?
Well, pretty much whatever you want to do. We'll start off with some rolls and get into some loops, and then the more complicated stuff like hammerheads or humpies.
I have no idea what he's saying. Billy has been flying since 1988 and began aerobatics in 1992. He joined the Red Eagle Air Sports team in 2011, which has existed for 15 years.
Explain what is G-force. What's G-force?
Okay, well, we're gonna pull some G's. We're gonna do about 200 miles an hour, and G's are basically the force of gravity on you. If you weigh 100 pounds and you're pulling 1 G like we are just standing here, that's just 100 pounds. If we're in the airplane and we pull 2 G's like in a turn or a pull, your body feels like it weighs 200 pounds. 3 G's is 300, and that's how it goes.
Makes good music, doesn't it? And you seem to really, really enjoy this, so would you consider this a job or a hobby?
It's kind of a jobby. It's a...
I'm ready, so let's go. Let's get on this airplane.
All right.
It was time to get strapped onto a parachute. You know, just in case the airplane happens to break a wing or catch on fire.
Ends and go over to this clip over here.
I'm excited. Actually, I'm scared. So here I am, I'm sitting and there's this motion sickness bag for use during moments of stomach upset. You know, that just makes me feel so much better.
Then it was time for takeoff. When having reached the appropriate height, my vertigo was not coping with me. But nevertheless, it was time to twist and turn. Here comes vertigo time. Straight up. And straight down.
That was tons of fun. At first I was really scared, but then I was like, oh, this is so much fun, and I want to thank Billy and everybody else here at the Abbotsford Air Show, and you should really check it out. So even next year for 2013, come and check it out. It's awesome. and check out the website below for more information. Thank you for watching. I'm Maria Rozo for Local Connection.
Thanks, Maria. Now, she is one brave lady. Coming up a little later, Maria does something you'll have to see to believe.
Well, I certainly can't wait for that. And speaking of being brave, you must be brave when it comes to taking risks in the fashion world. And back here at the Children's Maritime Discovery Center, Joanne and I are taking some fashion risks of our own. And up next, Dominique Armand takes us to Vancouver's Fashion Week.
Ooh.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the Chinese Cultural Center where Vancouver Fashion Week is launching their Spring-Summer 2013 collection. Vancouver Fashion Weeks exhibit not only up-and-coming local designers and award-winning talents from fashion capitals such as London, Milan, and Paris. Let's take a look. How do you find the week so far?
Amazing, amazing talents. It's a long days and long hours, but as soon as we look at some of the collections, it makes us re-energize again, so we get the energy back again.
So what do you think about the new, for the spring and the summer? What do you think about the collection? A lot of bright colors.
Yeah, the spring, summer, always bright colors, a lot of prints. Because our show is an international show, it's different, but at the same time, a lot of things in common with the designers. So it's exciting. It's very exciting.
And what do you think about Vancouver Fashion Week so far?
You know what? I've been to Vancouver Fashion Week quite a bit in the past, and I think this year is topped last year. I think they're doing a great job. It's becoming bigger, and more designers are here, and I think the venue is really good this year. I love being here. I just love to see local fashion designers and support local fashion designers.
An inspiration was the artist Pat Steyer. She's famous for her use of color and the way that she layers paint on top of each other, which you can kind of see echoed in our prints, like the layering of color.
I'm here at Vancouver Fashion Week asking you, what is your favorite thing in your closet right now? What is your favorite piece of clothing right now in your closet?
It's a hard one. Just one. I don't know. I'm into, like, fall's coming up, so I'm all about the leather jacket at the moment. Bringing it back.
My blue dress.
Oh, why blue dress? Why?
It's unbalanced.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It would have to probably be my Jacob necklace that my father bought me. It was a special gift. I just graduated.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. My hot pink pants.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is your favorite thing right now in your closet?
Well, right now it's what I'm wearing. It's a designer that showcased a couple days ago. His name's Kurt. He's from Johannesburg, so my hometown. And it's not actually going to stay in my closet. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, return it. But I'm enjoying it for the evening.
What is your favorite thing in your closet right now that you cannot get rid of?
My scarf. I have a million scarves. And a hat for when you have a bad hair day.
Oh, yeah? So what's happening with you?
Right now, I'm in the midst of recording a second album, and I just got married last
Congratulations!
month. Thank you, in Hawaii. And I'm just glad to be back in Vancouver. I love this city. It's my favorite place in the world.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure seeing you.
You too. Thank you.
Well, I have a recent obsession with pleather and all leather things. So especially, I love my pleather pants. So I have a pair of red ones, a pair of black ones, and a pair of gray ones that I can't get enough of.
The best thing in my closet, probably in my closet. You know what? I have my Miss America dress. The dress I wore in Miss America is sitting in my closet. So that's probably not a particular designer, but probably the thing that I treasure the most.
Once again, guys, I always get great answers. For Local Connection, I am Dominique Armand.
Thanks, Dominique. It looks like there's something for everyone at Vancouver Fashion Week.
And there's something for everyone here to see and do at the Vancouver Maritime Museum. After the break, we'll introduce you to one of the museum's latest exhibits.
Plus, these stories.
Something's buzzing in Surrey. We learn about the world of bees.
Local Connection. We'll be right back.
We are kids. Wish kids.
10,000 kids.
We are brave.
We are strong.
We are fighters. Some days are good. Some days are bad. Some of us make it.
Some of us don't.
My wish will make me strong.
The Children's Wish Foundation of Canada.
Does a wish make a difference?
You bet. You bet.
Imagine the difference a wish can make.
Only 2 more needles till my wish.
Please give today.
Welcome back to Local Connection from the Vancouver Maritime Museum. We're here at one of the museum's latest exhibits called Don't Eat the Whale Meat. This is perfect for families with its wide collection of old souvenirs and artifacts that have rarely been seen by the public. We're here with Jen Hill, the marketing officer here at the Vancouver Maritime Museum. And Jen, tell us a little bit about the exhibit we're at today.
Sure. This is the Don't Eat the Whale Meat exhibit, and it's all about exploring those weird collectibles that people gather when they're on vacation. It started when we discovered some actual cans of whale meat in our collection, and we started thinking about why would we have this, and how do things get donated to the museum, and what's that process like? And from it grew this really bizarre, eclectic exhibit that's really charming and just super great to see for the whole family. This are the actual cases of whale meat that we found in the museum. We shouldn't say found, but they were sort of tucked away. It's a little known fact that BC used to be a part of the whole whaling industry, and it was a really big profit maker for the province back in the day. It should be noted that this was not ever made for human consumption, and that the cans of whale meat were all made for animal consumption, like chicken feed or mink feed. So another one of our feature exhibits is the St. Roch ship. And the St. Roch was an RCMP vessel from the 1940s, and it was the first ship ever to go across the Arctic from west to east, and the first ship ever to circumnavigate all of North America. Wow. It is a historical site, and we really, really love our St. Roch. Right now, the A-frame part of the building, which is kind of an iconic Vancouver shape and building, is going under some much-needed repairs. It's been about 40 years since there's been any repairs. So right now, access to the St. Roch is closed until next summer. We just can't wait for her to be open again for everybody to see.
And this is the model version?
This is the model version.
She's a beaut.
She's a beaut, really yeah. We're celebrating 70 years ago this year. She traveled from Vancouver all the way across the Arctic to Halifax.
Traveling back to Vancouver, we meet up with another Canadian icon, the Vice President of Hockey Operations. Reporter Lola Acala has more.
Hello and welcome, Lola Acala here for Shaw TV. On our Vancouver Canucks special, a very special guest. He's been described as the brain trust of the organization. He's the man behind the collective bargaining agreements and salary cap planning, a key part of day-to-day decision-making. He is Vice President of Hockey Operations and Assistant General Manager. It's Lawrence Gilman. Hi, thanks for having us. Good to see you.
Well, thank you for having me.
So, under normal circumstances, with just a few weeks to the start of the 2012-13 NHL season, what sense are you getting as we move ever so close to the 15 deadline when the current CBA expires? Do you think we can expect to see a deal on the table allowing the season to open on schedule and on time, or are we in fact headed into another NHL lockout, the likes of 2005?
Well, the short answer to that question is that that matter is way above my pay grade. But from our perspective, we are preparing for the NHL season to begin on time. For us, we're business as usual until we're told otherwise.
Let's talk a little bit about what the organization was up to over the off-season. Prospect Camp. Now, around the NHL, Canucks Prospect Camp is rumored to be one of the toughest and hardest to attend. Tell us a little bit about what happens during those weeks and what it is that the organization really focuses on when it determines those rookies that will eventually wear the Canucks jersey.
Well, from the beginning, other than the players that we've spent a great deal of time and effort seeking out and acquiring, whether that's through the draft or unrestricted free agents that we sign, to the extent that we invite other players to attend our camp, they are players that we think from the beginning have the potential to be Vancouver Canucks. And by that, we mean who they are as human beings in as much as what they bring to us on the ice. And as such, we spend a great deal of time planning their on-ice activities and workouts in addition to their off-ice training. But we also wanted to get them to know what our city was about and to see some of the beautiful things that Vancouver has to offer culturally and as a city, in addition to things like the grouse grind and what that's all about.
Wow.
So it's
part of the physical activities they have to do?
Yeah, it's the last thing that they do. We set them into teams. We have a competition, if you will, that is based on placing them on teams, and they get time. They only get time based on the last member of their team getting up to the top of the mountain. Yeah. So the idea behind it is to work together to get guys up the mountain together as fast as possible.
Teamwork.
Right.
There are still some Canuck fans who argue that there is still a name that is still a bit up in the air, if you want to call it that, and that is that of Roberto Luongo. Can we expect to see Lou at the start of the season still very much a Canuck, with both goalies sharing the #1 spot? Unique situation, but
yeah, it is. I mean, there's been a lot said and written in the media about Roberto's situation. The one thing I can tell you right now, Roberto Luongo is a member of this organization, and he's a valued member of this organization. At the time of our recording, he will be coming in for the Jake Milford Golf Tournament, like almost every other member of our team. Barring anything unforeseen, we expect him to be here with Corey Schneider, with Eddie Lack, with Joe Canada, and with any other goaltender that we have in the camp. Beyond that, the only thing constant in this business is change. It's an ordinary course of business that players move around. As I like to say, we'll jump off the bridge when we get to it with respect to our goaltending situation. Right now, we're fortunate to have the problem of having too many goaltenders. There are teams in the National Hockey League that don't have enough. Yeah, as I like to say,
it's a shabby problem to have at all.
No, it falls into the category of problems you don't mind having.
No. Now, with your formal legal training, your role in this organization encompasses a wide range of roles. But one of those duties has garnered you the name of Money Cruncher. I'm not sure if you know that. Can you tell your viewers a little bit about what that means and what it entails in your role, basically?
It's a complicated, we operate in a complicated, business model. The universe that we operate in with the salary cap is somewhat complex. You got to have a plan. We have a plan as an organization that has worked, well to this point. There's many people that are involved in our strategic operation. We all work together to make this thing work, and we're fortunate that we have players that want to work with us and that have wanted to be here and have made commitments and sacrifices to be here. And it's all sort of fallen together for us, and we're very fortunate for that.
Well, I often like to end interviews with just a little bit of trivia, if you just indulge me. Apart from hockey, what other sport do you like? And it could be something that you just love to watch on TV, or just something you partake in.
I'm the father of an avid soccer player. My son is 12 years old. He plays in the Vancouver HPL League. And I think that the most fun that I have at this point, when I am not, following the Canucks, is sitting on the side of the field watching him play soccer. And for what it's worth, my daughter is an avid rhythmic gymnast as well. So, my hobbies are spent living vicariously through them.
Okay, these next two are going to be quite interesting. Beyonce, Lady Gaga, or both? In terms of music. I think if I had to choose one, I would choose Beyonce, but I would say that neither are necessarily in my wheelhouse. We thought that would be amusing. The last one, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, or both?
I'll take none of the above.
We thought that was going to be amusing. Lawrence Gilman, thank you so much for doing this, and we wish the Vancouver Canucks a very, very successful season.
We're here at the crew dining area of Discovery, the flagship of Captain Vancouver.
You know, Clayton, my favorite food is honey, although I don't really like the bees.
Well, you might want to brace yourself for this next story. It's kind of crazy what our Maria Rozo does.
They are fuzzy, they are cute, they make delicious food, and they pollinate the plants that become a third of your food, and they make you swell up. Today at the Honeybee Center here in Surrey, bees are being celebrated at the Honeybee Festival, and I get a chance to get nice and close to thousands of bees. Very, very close. I'm here with John, a beekeeper. So, John, tell us a little bit about the Honeybee Festival.
Once a year we have an event where we invite as many people down as can fit in our parking lot, and we demonstrate bee gentleness. That's the bee beard that you're going to be wearing. We also introduce people to the different types of honey that bees make.
And usually throughout the year, what does the Honeybee Center consist of?
We are a commercial honey farm. Our main business is to rent our bees to blueberry growers. And then the honey that we gather during the rental process, we sell in our store here at Honeybee Center.
And tell me some interesting fact about bees that I probably don't know.
You probably know them all, but most people don't. Bees are vegetarians. They're gentle by nature. The second thing that you should know is that honeybee colonies produce honey for winter storage. That nest continues on until the next year.
And from what I understand, it's only the female bees that sting, the male ones don't?
That's correct. The female bees have a stinging appendage for protection of the hive or protection of themselves.
You hear that? So next time a bee stings you, you have all the right to say, "That damn." And what are the different roles that different bees have in their colonies?
Yeah, there are 3 castes in the colony: the queen, the worker female, and the male drone. So the worker females control the colony. The queen is basically an egg-laying machine. So if she fails to lay eggs, then they replace her. They just take one of the eggs that she's laid, they make a new queen out of it, and they let the 2 fight. And the winner is the new egg layer. Males in the colony, they are produced by the females. The females create the environment to make the male bees, and the male bee's purpose is to mate with queens from other colonies.
So explain to us, what is it that's going to happen to me in a few moments?
Okay, so we're going to, well, if all goes well, we're going to put a bee beard on you, and it's going to be cool and sensational, and you'll walk away with this experience on camera forever.
And about how many bees will I have on me?
We'll try and get about 6,000 on you.
Oh, that's really cool.
it'll tickle, basically.
So let's get this bee beard started.
Okay, great.
Before the bee beard, there's taping for safety. The bee beard is then started by placing the queen in a cage around the neck, which will attract the other bees. The bees are then placed in a piece of cardboard, and they simply walk up and cluster around the queen.
How are you doing?
This is really cool, actually.
This is really cool, actually.
Yeah.
That's good.
Although I really enjoyed all my new friends, it was time to take them off, with a little help of gravity and some brushing away.
So Maria says one has gone under her shirt.
A few more.
More than one has gone under her shirt.
What do you think about the bee festival? Are you enjoying yourself? Yeah. Are you enjoying the Honeybee Festival? For more information on the Honeybee Center, please check out the website below. Thank you for watching. I'm Maria Rozo for Local Connection.
Thanks, Maria. I definitely tip my hat off to you. That looks unbelievably scary. And you know, Joanne, we've had a lot of scary stories on today's show so far.
Well, let's switch it up a bit, Clayton. Let's go from scary to funny. Up next, I go behind the scenes with the cast and crew of the Vancouver Independent Film Industry's The Cover-Up.
Lights, camera, action.
It's cold and it's rainy, but that doesn't matter because we're on the film set of The Cover-Up, a film being shot right here in Vancouver. Directed by Eric Boychuk, The Cover-Up is a new indie comedy coming out early 2013. Producer Javier Badillo and actor Simon Bosk, aka Matt in the film, give us a sneak peek into the storyline.
The Cover-Up is about this lovelorn guy who was obsessed with this girl in high school, and he never ended up getting her, and his life was just in complete shambles.
So they go and meet up at this party, but she brings the new boyfriend, who, you know, he's like, no, why, you know, and so he wants to get rid of him just to have the whole night with her. So it gets him really drunk, gets out into the woods, tries to get him lost, but the guy falls off a cliff.
And the boyfriend kind of dies, and the lead character, Matt, is stuck with this dilemma whether to tell the girl of his dreams that he just murdered her boyfriend, or to cover it up and never tell her and just steal her away for himself.
Creating a storyline is one step, but turning it into an independent film here in Vancouver is another story. Luckily, the indie community is growing.
And that way, I can get Jessica alone for like 5 minutes and maybe I can win her over.
There has been an upsurge of indie films, not only because equipment, cameras, you know, it's becoming more accessible, but also because Vancouver is in the fortunate position of being a training ground for Hollywood films.
But Hollywood better watch out. Vancouver's independent film industry is booming with new opportunities for everyone.
This is a first feature for many of us, including my friend, the director, Eric Boychuk. We're good friends. We've worked together in short films for a few years. And you know, now it's time to step it up a notch and shoot features.
Being on a feature film set gave me a chance to meet the colorful characters from the film. Or should I say, colorful actors. What character do you play?
My character name is David.
And what's David like?
He's a social outcast. He wants to be cool. He tries desperately to be cool, but when he tries, he usually fails.
I see you have a really nice outfit going on. Can you explain this fanny pack here?
It's my tool belt. I have everything I need in here. Got my camera, got my phone. Usually I have non-latex condoms, but I ran out tonight. I didn't think I was actually gonna get lucky, but I actually almost did, so yeah. But you'll have to watch the movie to find out what happened.
With a little luck and a great casting director, the actors work wonders together.
They have this real good chemistry that the performances are just coming to life, and it's very, I don't want to say rare, but from the sets that I've been on, unless they're friends prior and they know each other, it's really, we got really lucky with having, you know, the people that we have.
With an amazing crew, talented cast, and a unique storyline, I highly recommend you see this film. Visit indiegogo.com/coverupmovie for more info. From the set of The Cover-Up, I'm Joanne Lohr for Local Connection.
Bring it.
Well, we're sailing off from the Vancouver Maritime Museum's Heritage Harbour.
The museum is open 6 days a week, and for more information on the latest exhibits and hours of operation, you can visit VancouverMaritimeMuseum.com.
If you have a story idea, we would love to hear from you. You can check out our Facebook page or check us out on YouTube. For Local Connection, I'm Joanne Lohr.
And I'm Clayton Timko. And from us, aye, aye, and goodbye.